Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Marquis here. Last time I introduced myself as Love Marquis, but that was an accident. That's like my online alias, and I thought I was signed into a different Gmail account than I was when I made that video, so it's just Marquis here. There's a little basket from the stork that brought me 23 years ago with my name in the back. So yeah, my name's Marquis, and I'm here to make a video answering some questions that you guys left me on my last video in the comments and in my DMs. So I'm just gonna try to go through those pretty quick. I don't want this video to be longer than 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try to shoot through them. So the first question I got was, excuse me, I had a burp come up. This is so disgusting, I'm sorry. The first question that I was asked was, what school do I attend? And I don't necessarily want to answer that just for privacy, but I will say that I'm in a doctoral program. I'm earning my clinical doctorate in occupational therapy. So the degree is called Doctor of Occupational Therapy. The abbreviation is OTD. On that marvelous day in 2020 when I walk across the stage, get my hood, and hold my diploma, I will be Marquis Price, OTD, and then after I pass boards, there'll be some more letters for my license and registration. But yeah, anyways, I'm in a doctorate program. This year is, this cohort, my school just I'm trying to figure out how to use words. My school just transitioned to the doctorate level from master's this year. So my cohort is the first doctoral cohort at my school. If you didn't already know, ACOPE, there's an ACOPE mandate for all occupational therapy programs to transition to the doctoral level by 2027. So that's going to be happening, and it's like a process. There's different steps in the accreditation process. So my school, a lot of schools are transitioning starting now. Yeah, so that's that. The next question is, if you see me swiping back and forth, or I seem like inattentive, it's because I am being inattentive. I apologize, but I'm just reading the comments and the messages from my previous videos. So, and then I have to come back and check and make sure I don't have any boogers. So, the next question I have is, what did I earn my bachelor's degree in? And what do I think you should earn your bachelor's degree in? So those are two great questions, but I'm going to answer them like this, flipped, because I think what I think you should earn your degree in is more important than what I earned mine in, okay? So I think you should earn your degree in whatever, I'm sorry, this is going to sound so corny, but I really mean it. Whatever you are interested in is what you should earn your degree in. If you love video games, major in game design. If you love reading and writing, major in English. Like, there are English majors in my cohort, dance majors, art majors. There's so many. Like, it doesn't matter what you get your bachelor's degree in. There's no magic bachelor's degree that will for sure get you admitted to OT school. Take whatever you enjoy and whatever you're going to do well in, because you need to have a good GPA. Now, you do need to make sure you have all the prerequisites met for the programs you're applying to. There are certain undergraduate degree programs that will integrate those graduate prerequisites into the degree curriculum for your bachelor's, but you don't necessarily have to be an OT. You don't have to get your bachelor's in OT or in psych or in neuroscience, because as long as you have the prerequisites done and your bachelor's in whatever is from an accredited institution, you're a completely, what's the adjective? You are an eligible candidate, and you are just as competitive as anyone else, no matter what your bachelor's is in. So make sure you major in something that you are interested in. And if that is occupational therapy, that's great. Get your bachelor's in neuro, get your bachelor's in OT. Some schools offer bachelor's in OT paired with a grad degree. Do whatever you are interested in. I really mean that. Because school is stressful, so you might as well study something that you like, right? So, that being said, I like brains, and I majored in psychology. So I had a major and I had 2 minors. I majored in psychology. I had a concentration in human services, and then I had 2 lovely minors. I had a blast in my undergraduate educational endeavors, my courses, my professors, the fieldwork experiences, everything was phenomenal. I had a blast in undergrad. So yeah, I was a psych major, human services concentration, and I had 2 minors, one in early childhood education. I love working with little kiddos, so I took a lot of child development, a lot of curriculum planning, courses. And then my other minor was in a special program at my school called Peace, Justice, and Conflict Studies. So it was just social justice and conflict resolution, more philosophy type courses, or social courses focused on social equity and social justice. So that's what I got my degree in, and I had a blast. I was able to do well because I was interested in it, not because it was easy. It was work, but I earned my Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology with a minor in early childhood ed and a minor in peace, justice, and conflict studies. And as far as a lot of the psych prerequisites for the programs I applied to, I'd already taken for my psych degree. So that helped me as far as OT school is concerned. But, other than that, when I'm thinking of, I finished 1 quarter of OT school in November. I'm now into my second. It's January. I'm into my second quarter. It started in December. So, I honestly don't feel like I'm any more prepared for the OT school curriculum because of my degree as opposed to someone who majored in something else, maybe theater or something else, English. I don't feel like I'm any more prepared. You do have that base knowledge from the prerequisites, but everybody has those prerequisites, so there's that. I haven't taken my PEDS course yet, so maybe when I take the PEDS courses, I'll see more child development information that I already kind of know because of my minor in undergrad, but so far I haven't felt like I have a 1-up because I was a psych major, and a lot of the prerequisites for OT school were psych. So I really don't think it matters what you major in, so long as you enjoy it, so long as you get those prerequisites done, and the institution you attend for undergrad is accredited, because your bachelor's has to be from an accredited college or university. So yeah, let me see. Do I have any more questions? Okay, this is the last question that I got. And it was to share my personal statement. Now, I don't know if everybody wants to see that, and it's a little vulnerable, so I'm going to be hesitant to post that. I totally will if you guys do want to see it. But what I'll do right now for this video, I'll just talk about what I try to include in my personal statement. And if enough people say if they're interested, I can insert a clip and work on my video editing skills, which are non-existent. As you can see, I'm recording on my laptop webcam. But I could try to finesse something and like post my personal statement, or maybe just read it aloud. If that's something people want to see, just let me know. But for now, I'll just talk about what I included in it briefly. So, I wanted my personal, now this is me personally, because it's a personal statement. So don't just take what I'm saying and try to craft it in your own, because it has to be personal. What I wanted my personal statement to cover was basically like why I want to be an OT, about how my experiences have led me to be an aspiring OT, and how I think they have prepared me to be an effective OT in the future. So, talked about my work experiences, my coursework taken in undergrad, as well as my just personal like opinions or philosophies on humans, people, life, learning. And I used those three things, I talked about those three things to explain what I want to do as an OT and how I plan to implement my practice. So yeah, it's very specific to me, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant to share it, because I don't know, I feel like some writing prompts are better left open-ended, and I feel like once you see an example, you begin to mimic. I don't want to say copy, because that is like, red flag word in academia. You mimic the style of what you've seen because it worked, when you shouldn't do that, because it's personal. It's totally you. Like, if there's a TV show that inspired you and like you really were inspired by it, I don't see why you shouldn't write about that. Like, I feel like it could be extreme, if you're inspired by your fingerprints and the intricacies of each curve and how, like, I don't know, like, that's what you should write about, because it's going to make sense, because it's what you're passionate about. I'm exaggerating, being ridiculous, but I really am hesitant to show my personal statement just because I don't want to hinder anyone's creative process, because writing is art. And when you think of it like that, instead of a right or wrong, I think that is what's going to give you the ability to really, really illustrate what you want to convey to the admissions committee. So yeah, just let me know if you want to hear some of my personal statement. I will share it, but I don't necessarily think that is beneficial. I think that you can rock it on your own. But there are also resources online of other people's. So yeah, just let me know in the comments if you want to see mine, or any of my other, like, anything else you want to know about my experience in OT school so far, because now I've done one quarter, I'm into the next. They were very different, so I can talk about that. My transition from undergrad to grad school, it's still ongoing. I'm still working out the kinks. Or just like, I don't know, any questions you guys have. I hope I seem approachable, and I hope you feel like you can ask me about my experience, because I definitely want to be here as a resource. The internet's awesome. You can just like look things up and just like learn about anything. So if you have any other questions, I'm sorry the lighting keeps changing. I don't know why that's happening. If you have any other questions, just drop them in the comments or send me personal messages like you did before. I would also like to personally apologize to some people whose personal statements I didn't get back to them yet. Some people's I did, some people's I did not get to yet, and I'm so sorry. I got swamped with work and then reading other people's personal statements, and I just apologize. Like, there's no excuse. I've just been so busy, so I'm still working on those. I'll send them back to you. I know it's January now. Wow. Happy New Year, by the way, to everyone watching this video. It's the first day of the year. So yeah, I would like to personally apologize. Know that I am working on that, and your statements are important to me. And I want to take the time out to actually edit them instead of just like sending you something quick back. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, yeah, just leave me any comments, any constructive feedback. This video is getting kind of long too, so just let me know what you guys think. Oh, my puppy just came. Look, baby, say hi. My dog, she needs a haircut. She's a fuzzball right now. Hi, baby. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go snuggle with my dog now and enjoy my last day. My last day of winter break is tomorrow, so if you want to see anything else from me, please just let me know, and I would be happy to make a video about it. Have a blessed day and a happy, happy, happy New Year. Bye.